welcome back to my channel. My name is Bukola Kiwali. If you're new here, you're welcome, absolutely welcome. And I vlog about lifestyle, human relationship, and faith. My topic for today is quite an interesting one, and it says mental stability over financial stability in a relationship. Yeah, so this is not, I'm trying to so I'm doing my MBA, and everything that they've been trying to teach us right now is how to make things a little more narrow so that you know where exactly you're headed and it's not so wide, right? So now I'm narrowing this topic down to being in a relationship, and I'm going to be giving a practical case study that happened to no other person but me. So it's like a story of my life, like an ex's story, my story with an ex, kind of. So it feels like I'm ready to talk about it, I'm able to talk about it now, and all that kind of stuff. So in this our present age right now, mental health has been played down on a lot. So girls, ladies my age would rather, in the 21st century, would rather go for financial stability rather than mental stability. And I was a victim of this. Is it a victim? It's not like victim, because I think my eyes were wide open when I was entering into the relationship. So it's not like, I won't call myself a victim of it. So I'll be like, I experienced it, yeah. And I'm glad I did, because will I say I'm glad? Maybe I'm glad, but right now I'm glad. I was not glad, to be true, but right now I think I'm glad I did, and I'm over it, and I can talk about it now. So I looked for the definition of this, and mental stability was defined as follows. It says it's a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life, and can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. That is what mental stability is. Financial stability is a state in which your financial system, that is giving definition for financial markets and institutions here, but that is not where I'm going to. It is a state in which, at the point in your life, you feel that I can afford, I am okay. I can, if I decide to put on more responsibility than I have right now, I will still get it. Yes. What the financial stability is to me. Yes. Or I think. Well, financial stability is important as it reflects a sound financial system, which in turn is important as it reinforces trust in the system and prevents phenomena such as a run. It reinforces trust in a relationship. Let's just leave it like that. Like, I know that I can entrust my life with this person. I can take up bills. Like, okay, we decide that this is the type of house we want to live in, we can pay for it. This is the kind of this we want to do. We want to go on vacation twice or 3 times in a year, we can pay for it. Well, maybe let's just say once for in a year, you can pay for it. That is financial stability. You know that there is nothing that you want to do that finances will limit you. Of course, there'll be times that you want to do something way larger, and then you need to look for ways to now get finances for something that is way larger. But for what you have in your head at that time, and you have finances for it, you are financially stable, my darling, don't think it too much. Yes. And now this topic for today is saying mental stability over financial stability, right, in a relationship. So I'll just go on and tell you the story of my life or not the story of my life right now, my own case study. So this case study is, prior now, I was in a relationship with, that was in 2019, I got into a relationship May about 2019. I got into a relationship with a young guy. He was handsome, fine boy. Yes, he young at heart, young in age, a little bit older than I am. He knew what he wanted out of life. He had plans. He had prospects. He knew what he wanted out of life and all that kind of stuff. He probably someone that writes out a lot, like, oh, I want to do this, and he's looking for ways to, oh, I want to do this has to be done. I don't know if you get me. I'm kind of blabbing here, but well, I don't know if you understand me, but yes, that's kind of vibrant, fun-loving, caring. It was an interesting personality. Yeah, okay, I'm using words because I don't know anymore right now, but I think it should still be, but it was for me at that time. So I'm like, okay, look at me from head to toe. You don't feel like I am someone that loves to have fun? Yeah. So I was fun loving. I am fun loving too. I'm like, okay, guy, let's just do this. Just to chip this in, I felt like I fell in love with him for the wrong reasons. I told this to my friend recently. I was in love with this person for the wrong reasons, I think. It's not that he was not a good person. He was a good person. He was caring, but I was probably in that relationship for the wrong reason. So yeah, that is that about that, and let's leave it. So the relationship, May 2019, the relationship started well. We were okay. He had his own place. He was having a good paycheck as a 2019 man. Which kind of girl will not be like, Jesus, you love me, Jesus, you love me too much, oh. But well, yeah, it was earning well. It was. And I keep using words. Let me explain it. I'm using words because I do not know what is going on in his life right now. So I'm talking based on what I am trying to explain. So thank you for understanding. Yes, so he had his own house. Of course, not like he bought the house. He rented the house. He was living in Lagos Island. He was a cool, calm and collected, okay guy. No stress from anybody. I don't want wahala kind of person. And me, I'm the maybe I don't want wahala too, but I was more outgoing. So yeah, we got into a relationship at that time, May 2019. It was okay, cool. Of course, we have disagreements here and there. We hang out a lot actually. We have disagreements here and there. It was a good ride till give or take till September 2019, and this is why it was a good ride. So from September 2019, I do not know what happened, but I am sure something triggered something for everything that happened after that time. So everything just turned, like, from overnight, from good, it turned sour. Yeah, everything just turned sour overnight. And this is the kind of sour, like, you just don't understand what is going on. You want to explain what you think is going on, but you can't. You don't know, because you can't relate this new person to who you used to know. So I could not relate this new snapping person, like, started snapping a lot, started getting angry easily. Example of angry easily is to the extent of the radio volume. Like, oh, there was a day we were in the car and the volume was just on a normal thing, and it reduced the volume to, like, I could barely hear anything. And I'm like, can I reduce this? So can I increase this? So I increased this, and then he just went back and started screaming, we don't do that. Hey, okay, oh, like, So I started working on eggshells around this person that was supposed to be my boyfriend. Like, I didn't know what his mood would be. Today he's high and okay, tomorrow is down and you don't understand anything. So I was like, okay, maybe something is wrong, maybe something is going on and all that kind of stuff. September passed, October came in, still on this same rocky thing. We were on it, back and forth. We were constantly arguing, constantly fighting on things that would normally not bring up any uproar before. Like, it won't, these are things that does not cause problem before. Like, it was like, they were like normal things, and then we just like arguing on every single thing. Like, they were too tiny, so we started arguing. Like, I just didn't understand him anymore. And I'm like, but October came, we're managing. But there was something that I realized in October, and what I realized in October was that he started doing unnecessary impulse spending. I didn't understand it. Started spending impulsively. He wants to dash this person money. You want to leave your house to go and sleep in a 5-star hotel for like a week, where you will spend like 500k in like a week. And in my mind, I didn't see any sense in it. But of course, at the point, I kind of left him to be like, oh, maybe he's just trying to explore, he's trying to do something to help him and all that stuff. So then, apart from that, you just want to spend money, you want to dash money out, you are buying unnecessary things, unnecessary gadgets that really you really do not need. Yeah, so I know what I'm talking about. I can't give details, but the impulse spend started going on, and literally started spending way more than he's even earning. So he had dipped into even his savings at the time, spending, just going on spending. It was like he was looking for fulfillment in something and he was not finding it. And then he just went on, like, maybe spending money, maybe getting this will help him, maybe getting that will help him, maybe this, that. He just went on and on and on and on. That was October. November too, same thing, but we're still on this rocky ride in November. So if December came, we were supposed to go on a trip together for, like, you know, all this December package, go to this, go to that. So we had already planned we were going to go on one in December. We were supposed to go to Cape Verde because Cape Verde was the happening place at that time in 2019. So of course we already paid for it. We already sent our passports and all that kind of stuff, sent our names. It was okay. And then an argument just came early December, and this man went, "You're not going with me, I'm not taking you along, and blah 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 blah, I'm just going to take someone else." I'm like, okay. Because at this point, I would say I'd given up. I had not given up, but I was like, anything you say, man. Like, okay. That started since September, October, November. This is December. Baby girl was tired, kind of, but I'd not given up. So yeah, I'm like, okay. Not like this. Okay is like, okay, I was not angry. I was angry, like, the hell is this? But well, okay. And he retrieved my name from the people, retrieved my passport, and he gave the package to another friend of his. So they traveled together. So while they traveled, before they traveled together, you know, it's this kind of thing that he will be all angry, blah blah blah, and then let's see a lot of things, and then in like 2 days or 3 days, you come back begging with gifts to say, oh, you're sorry, you didn't mean what you said. That was the kind of relationship. It was not physically toxic, but it was mentally toxic, because even I had to take it up to a year. I'm not even lying. Up to a year out to get myself back to who Bukola was. and it was not a joke up to a year. So apparently that happened, like even after I said, oh, you're not traveling again, retreat, blah blah blah, and also he came back to say, oh yeah, he's apologizing, can we still go ahead to go? But by the time that he got back to the company, it was too late. So of course it could not happen again. So he went with his friend, they went together for this trip, and while on the trip, I don't know how your partner will go on a trip and he says he does not want to talk with your partner till you come back for like a week. He does not want to talk. He just wants the time to focus on himself. And I'm like, fine. And it was a December in Lagos too. There was no COVID at the time, no restrictions. Even me at that point, anybody that sees me going out so much at that time will feel like, hey, this girl is enjoying life. You would not know that I was literally using the going out to make myself okay in a way. Yeah, like I was filling myself with so much activities so that I do not feel it or get into depression, or because at this time my mental health was already touched already. That already been touched by someone else attacking. No, it was not attacking him, but the fact that he was going through all of the things he was going through, it was taking a toll on me too at the time. Yeah, so and at this time we still did not know what the problem was. Oh my dear, we still do not know what the problem was. We were still in my mind, I was still like kind of like, why is this person just being wicked? Why is he? That was all I was thinking at the time. So that December I was actually everywhere. I was going from one restaurant to another place. You would think, oh, I just want to spend money, or I just wanted to feel good. Actually, yes, I probably wanted, but I was doing it to help myself at that point in time. So when he came back from Cape Verde, he went to Cape Verde with his friend. When he came back, he came to see me in my house. And when he came to see me in my house, he came with a whole lot of stuff like that he bought for me. There were a lot. But to be true, looking through all of this a lot that my boyfriend bought for me, the useful things out of them was not up to 20%. Every other thing were jargons. So in my mind, I'm like, what is going on? He came to my house, he came in the sun, and at this time, he was sending me weird messages. I'm not sure if I still have some of the chats somewhere, but I think I still do, but I'm not going to put them up because they were weird messages coming from someone that at that time already was mentally unstable already. Yes, mentally unstable. I didn't understand it. It was sending me weird messages. I'm like, okay, just come. I'm at home. Just keep coming. Shebi, you still know the way to my house? He said yes. Okay, now come. When he came, he said, oh, he wanted to have a bath. I said, thankfully, the shower is cold. Go and have a shower. When he went to have a shower, I'm telling, while you're having a shower, I will take a walk. It was hot in December. It was like December 29. Yeah, it was going into a new year. It was hot. So I took a walk in my estate and I'm like, God, I don't know what to do. And I'm not sure I've even, at any point while everything was happening, I'm not sure I said, God, what is going on? I was just self-absorbed. So at this point, I'm like, God, help me. I took like 30 minutes to walk under the hot sun. So I came back home. I met him. He was sitting down quietly and he was watching the TV. And the TV at that time was showing a Yoruba movie with a lady wearing red. I'm like, and then when I entered, it was like, who is this person wearing red? And I'm like, it's just a movie. I don't know. I was like, really? Like, okay. And then it goes, all right, so I want to get married, and I'm getting married on New Year on January 1st. Sorry. All right. January 1st is in 3 days. And I'm like, okay, who are you getting married to? Exactly. And like, oh, okay, my bride is not here. She's in Cape Verde, so I'm going back to Cape Verde. And while I'm going to Cape Verde, I need to pass some rivers and some oceans. And while I'm going, I need to pick some diamonds on the way. Jesus, at this point, I'm like, what? At this point, I could feel the Holy Spirit saying, there it is. You got your answer. At this point, this was when I knew what was actually going on. Like, God. Yeah. At this point, even me, all the emotions that I probably I threw it away. I'm like, okay, now we know what the problem is. Like, how can we help? What is the next thing to do? And now said, okay, come and sit down. Like, what do you need me to do? Said, oh, you're an event planner, yeah? Said, yes, I'm an event planner. So at that time, he was not seeing a girlfriend. He was seeing an event planner. He was seeing a therapist that I could talk to. And at that time, when he got to switch into therapy mode, like anything he said, I was agreeing with him. I was not even arguing. Because to argue is to spark something else that mentally even I was not ready for it. So I'm like, oh, okay, yes, everything, yes, all right, yes. So he needs to pick up some diamonds. Do I have an idea the number of diamonds he needs to pick up on his way? I feel you will know as you're going. You're like, okay, so he needs some names to know who his lady in red will be, and that is going to be his bride and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. And he was like, at this point, I was already recording him to send voice notes to his family members. Like, so what shall we do? So I was already recording all these things and sending it to his friends, his brother that were on my own list, WhatsApp list at the time. So at that time, I was like, okay. I listened to him, tried to encourage him, like, okay, you want to go, you would go. All right, you just need to pick a venue. Even me, I played the web planner role that night. God knows. You just need to pick a venue, all those kind of things. Like, okay. I'm like, all right. So you know how to drive home now? I mean, you know how to get to your place. But like, oh yeah, he knows how to. I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm just going to see you tomorrow. In fact, I was like, before you now go on this trip, would you like to go to see your dad first? Like, you want to go and see your parents first? To chip it in, at this point, I was not the only one that was actually accepting this backlash. It was me and his father, his family members, all of us were at the point where we didn't know what was going on with this person, because he was the most gentle child ever, and we didn't understand it at all. We did not. Nobody did. And then we had gotten to the point where I told his dad to never call him again. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Don't, like, did me. In fact, he already told the lawyer that if any family member does more than themselves, go and carry them. So, Opo. Opo. Yeah. So it was already at that point. So I tried to talk to him, like, oh, would you like to see his father? He was like, oh yeah, why not? Let's see. I'm like, okay, I'll take you. If somebody told me that I would drive to Ibadan, from Lagos to Ibadan, that was my first time ever. I did though. I took him home, and see, it was a whole lot of up and down. The only thing that did not happen, is that this person tears his clothes and finds himself on the street. Every other thing happened.
I miss you all the time. I need you.
So because I thought too much, I became hungry. I had to stop in between to get something to eat, and here I'm back. So the only thing that was left was for this person to literally tear up his clothes and get out on the street. But thankfully, after a whole lot of back and forth, and all stuff, that didn't happen. And we are grateful to God. He's way better now. But going to see a psychiatrist and all of that, it happened that he was suffering from a whole lot of mental something, delayed grief, gratified something. Whoa, the English was too much. And I'm like, hey, Jesus. So apparently he had money, he had plans, prospects. He probably knew what he wanted to do, but there are some mental stability that he needed to be able to do all of these things, and he was not on that level. He didn't have enough. That did not just affect him, he affected every other person around him. He affected me because I was the closest to him at the moment, at the time. It affected me mentally. And then another thing that now made it worse for me was the fact that after he got a little bit better and all of this stuff, it kind of tried to push the blame on me, like it was something that I had done or had not done that triggered him and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, something I had done or not done, like I was the cause of his trigger. I made whatever happened to him. Like, wait, is it that they don't used to love somebody that they love you or love me or go hear me? Alright, love me, I love you, go hear me. Yeah, but it affected me, affected my self-esteem. I was like down for a whole long time, and it didn't help me at all. It did not. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I think I got to, there's a point where I'm like, I don't know what depression is. I don't know what depression looks like. I don't know how depression is. But I think after a while, when I actually now read on depression, I think I got to the point of I was depressed. I didn't want to talk to anybody. My phone was on do not disturb. I didn't want to do anything. And thankfully, that was the time COVID struck and I had to stay at home. So, hallelujah. So, yeah, it was like, everything was just for me. I learned new things. I learned new lessons for life, about life. I went through a phase of life that not everybody gets to go through. And for now, I'm grateful. I'm better now. So I would always argue that mental health, the ability to be able to go through all the stress of life and still get it, is a major underrated thing. It is actually really underrated in this my present age and time. My generation, they don't, you have to have money, you have to have a car, have to do this, have to do this, without looking at, does this person have sense? Does this person, is he mentally okay? Is he mentally stable? So I think what we need to be checking going forward, most of us, is about the mental stability of a man. Because if a man has mental stability and someone that has prospect plans and stuff, everything will fall in place. Yeah, and you won't even be too stressed at the woman. Yeah, you will have arguments here and there, and you people will end it. You'll be cool, you'll be okay, but it's not one that he has money, but you can't determine his mood. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. You won't be happy. So that's my major case study, and I don't know if you learned something. I don't know if you experienced something like this before. Even if it is not up to the extent of what I experienced, you can share. Let's learn together, and people can watch, so that some people that have not gone through it before will think of how not to go through it and how to avoid it. Yes, so kindly share, drop your comment below, subscribe, please. Why do you keep, I have people that watch and then they are not subscribed to this channel. Like, just support. It will not cost you anything. So I'm begging you, please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Let's be a big fan. Let's become one family. Amy, we need vibe. Let me bring my vibe to you people, and then from there we click a lot. You get it? You know what I mean? All right. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, because today is Sunday. I don't know what time this video or when during this week this video will come out, but yeah, whenever it's coming out, have a great week. What else? Love you. All right. Bye.
Yeah, that's what I said. You break it, you bought it.